Am I an Elon groupie? I can't imagine myself ever owning a Tesla car, but I can make a lot of money trading the stock. Maybe I am an Elon groupie. Okay, this is the caveman coming at you. I wanted to get this out quickly because one of my favorite stocks to trade, Tesla, it looks like it's breaking out almost the same way, same pattern, similar pattern to the gold trade that we talked about a couple weeks ago, actually on September 1st, and we can talk about that a little bit later, but let's just dive right into why I think Tesla is breaking out and you can make some money trading it. Okay, so this is the Tesla weekly chart I'm showing you right here on TradingView. And as you can see, we had a gap, or what you call a window, at the 307, 311 mark way back in May of 2025. Well, when it gapped up and opened up that window, if it ever closes below, then it closes the window. Well, we did have closures on the weekly chart, but then it kept climbing higher. And as you look, we're creating what you would call a symmetric triangle pattern here. I'll kind of zoom out a little bit. And the way this works, very similar to that gold trade, is once that triangle breaks, it can break either way if it's symmetric, but in this case, it's resuming its bullish trend. And you can see right now on the weekly chart, last week it closed higher, and now this week it looks like it's going to close. Today's Friday. Remember, we don't trade on a bar unless it's closed, so it closes today at the close of business on the weekly chart. But if it just holds this, then this is a bullish breakout, and I can guarantee you 400 is definitely achievable, if not even higher, and we'll go into that. Okay, now this is an advanced concept. I don't expect everyone to have access to this data. This is in my Interactive Brokers account. I have a options analysis feature where I can track open interest of options by strike. So what we're looking at in these bar graphs is the open interest by strike price on Tesla calls and puts. You got the calls above, you got the puts below. Just looking at it, you can see that there are a lot less a lot less puts being purchased than calls, right? Over here on the y-axis, you can see the amounts. That's 150,000, 150,000. You can see that the 400 call is the largest open interest strike. Over 152,000 contracts open right now. What this does is if our current price is below this strike, meaning we're currently at 370 and this strike is 400, what that means is that there are people that are buying out of the money calls because they're bullish, most likely. So they're expecting Tesla to move to 400. Now, what does that do? Well, number one, when you buy an out of the money call, you get a lot of leverage because the call is equal to 100 shares of the underlying, right? But number two is when you're long an option, or in this case, long a call, the dealer or the market maker is short that exact option. So you bought a call, the dealer that sold it to you, the market maker, the CBOE, whoever the market maker is over there, is now short a call. Well, those market makers have to have cover. They have to have something backing up that short position. The only thing they can do, to my understanding, is they have to go out in the open market and buy shares. So if you remember, one call gives you the right but not the obligation to buy 100 shares of the underlying. So the leverage is 1 to 100. That doesn't mean they have to go buy 100 shares, but they have a calculation of how many shares they need to buy based on how many, calls are outstanding. But the bottom line is when you have a massive amount of people buying calls out of the money, it forces the market makers to go into the market and buy the underlying stock. So that's a bullish thing because you're forcing them to buy shares. So this is a very bullish thing to see a huge strike out of the money. And in this case, at a very round number, we talked about this market likes round numbers, so 400. Now, this isn't the way it's been for a while because I've been tracking this because I've seen this before with Tesla, that whenever you see these huge out of the money call options being bought, it usually precipitates a bullish run. So right now, when you look at this chart, and you see that you have this bullish breakout happening, and you have large out of the money options positioning, this tells you right here that the odds are in your favor to place a bullish bet on the underlying. And as a result, I'm doing that. And so I expect today we'll at least close the week around 370 because market likes round numbers. It could drop, don't get me wrong, it could, but I think overall over the next few months we're going to see 400 easy on Tesla, maybe even higher. When I look at my technical analysis on this Tesla chart that I've been tracking for the past 6, 8, 12 months easy, you can see that if you just do the standard projection where you take the angle of incline of the bottom trend line here, and you just take the same angle and you place it up here at the top where the last major high was, and project it out at the same angle, you're looking well over 550. I think if you place a long-term bet on Tesla right now, you would probably be okay if you were going to ride it up to 500, maybe even higher. Tesla's a very hard stock to trade. I would not trade it on a daily basis, and I wouldn't even trade it on a multi-day basis. I would just buy it and hold it for a week and see how it plays out. But you got to remember, this is a very volatile stock. I like it because it trades almost like a small cap. I mean, it's very a lot of swings. So if you've got ice water in your veins, you can sit and hold this thing, and you're going to be wealthy. So anyways, take a look at it.